Welcome to New Horizons Racing League Division 2. I'm your host Connor, joined by Taze. How you doing, mate? Yeah. We're here for round 10 of the championship for these guys, and as you can probably make out, it's Germany, Hockenheim today. No one actually set in a lap time of yet. I think they're all actually, apart from two people, they're all on their outlap at the minute. Hockenheim is going to be 25 laps, say.
No, it's a 35.
Oh, 35? I can't even remember the race distance. I'm sorry. Track will be consisting of 16 corners, 4.5 kilometers, 2.8 miles. And we've got a yellow flag somewhere on track. I think that's just people getting out of the way of each other. Drivers have tonight: championship leader Blazed by Gaming ahead of second place Slav King Robo in the Renault. Although the rate this is going on, I think I think Blaze is practically reaching out for the championship right now. But we've got the two Mercedes, two Saubers, one Renault because Tadpoles is away in Guinnessland today.
My home one.
Slav King setting the provisional fastest time of 1:14.1. We have the sole remaining Ferrari of Bradley, as his teammate is still absent for personal reasons. And we have Deranged back after a long absence of him sorting out where he lives. Sorry, I make it sound like he's homeless. Is that I'm aware of. He's been doing a lot of cleaning and doing a lot of things to sort himself out. But he's back tonight racing for Force India. Hopefully he can race with us for the rest of the season. They're all starting to set in the lap times now. Deranged with a 1:15.9, Bradley with a 1:18 flat, Blaze with a 1:23.1. I can really tell that was just a banker lap.
I probably made a mistake. Banker lap and all couldn't be like 13.
We'll see how it gets on. I'm trying to ride on board with someone who hasn't set a time yet. It's just ride on board with Collins, who's opting for the medium.
Connor, could you not? Connor, could you turn this video?
Oh, I'm sorry. Be a little bit better. Collins, I think he's just started his flying lap now.
We're getting now.
And I think AG30 and Dragon on Speed, they've pretty much just came out the pits. Because either that or they're backing off quite heavily. I've got Blaze for Game News.
He's going to get held up by Bradley. Oh, very heavily.
Bradley, you're either going to keep holding him up or he's got to try and overtake you. He's getting close, a little bit of contact, but nothing too major. Oh, and he goes the fastest with a 1:13.2.
If Bradley was on him, I think he would. He has a right to keep that position.
Unfortunately for the guys behind, I think even though Bradley would have caused Blazed a little bit of dirty air, he actually gave him a bit of slipstream coming through the last sector.
A lot more than a little dirty air, like quite a bit there.
Quite a bit dear. Let's ride on board with AG30. I'm gonna stick with him throughout this final lap because I want to see how people handle around Hockenheim, just so I can see who's got nice, comfortable setups and the guys that are running twitchy setups to try and make up with the corners. With setups around here, I think you don't really need a lot of oversteer or responsiveness. It's kind of a well-balanced track. I mean, it's not really too many high-speed sections. You could say it's all downforce, but most of the corners are like very low speed. You have to slow down a lot for them. AG30, he's just clipped the grass.
Team's home race, so we're looking to impress. On the AG30. Looking to impress for there.
I think. Oh, it was a bit of a power slide going on there. Just coming through the final few corners now. It's still all within the track limits. Let's see where he goes. Third. Not actually that bad considering some of the mistakes he was making there. I think Collins Collins only just manages to beat the time, to be honest. But if AG30 manages to keep that lap pretty clean, I think he could be challenging for the front row.
Oh yeah, that was on ultra settings. You don't really want to start on them round, do you?
Right, I'm going to ride on board with Dragon Speedy, the man who's having his home Grand Prix this week. The German in the Sauber. What is he doing? I think he's just moving out of the way of people. There's a Mercedes behind him. Of Collins.
Down the final corner. Ooh,
He goes even faster.
Stop.
I think if we're going off pace in terms of the absolute pros, from what I've seen people do around here, 111s are possible. But Aaron has been there for Collins.
Oh my god. He swore at the Vettel corner. Oh my god.
No, he did it better than Sebastian Vettel. Collins actually made the corner.
How the hell do you do that?
Well, to make corners, you turn around the corner and he just managed to clip the gravel on the exit. To be fair, I think it's quite easily done. It's such a strange little camber on that corner, which is why I find it so fun. It's like basically the equivalent of the carousel around the Nordschleife.
Well, son, honestly, next year in real life, if we won't have this in town. You won't have this in town. August, probably next year. You don't have the Dutch Grand Prix.
I mean, I think
I'm very excited. And also Vietnam, I can't wait for that.
I'm as excited as anyone to race around Zandvoort and Vietnam. Although the only they look like okay tracks, but in terms of with New Horizons, I don't know if I'll be racing with you lot there because I'll be taking over commentary duties for when the new game comes out in 2020.
You planned that far ahead?
Mate, I managed to plan as far ahead as season 5, but I want to try and get season 3. Well, if we are going to go any further, season 3 needs to be a success.
Oh, that on speed is absolutely killed me.
Oh dear. Bradley gets by without any incident. How the hell has he done that? It's an odd place to lose the car.
We only see him do a Sebastian Vettel on his own, it's the absolute better.
I'm just having a look at the tyres that people have fitted. I think Blaze is coming out on a set of Ultrasofts now. Slavking's on Ultrasofts. Collins has set his time on the mediums. AG30 on the Ultrasofts as well. Dragon Speed on the softs, and then Deranged and Bradley on the Ultras.
If everyone goes to Ultras back in Collins, he could be in actually position to win this. Two strong. Smaller than one.
Yeah, I think I found that out the hard way in the Division 1 race a very long time ago, where I made the absolute balls of a mistake for not putting the formation lap on.
Oh my god, AG30 losing.
But yeah, from what I remember, I think the one stop can work, but you need to be using the hardest of the tyres. And with I think what I ended up trying to do was 2-stop. I wanted to go fastest lap. I think I got it, but I should have overtaken Luke Beck at some point in the race, but I just ran out of laps, and it was quite disheartening. Takes a lot of confidence away when you have the fastest tyre in the last few stages of the races and the guys ahead of you are still quicker.
I can't wait for season 3, Connor. I am coming for that title.
Yeah, good
I
luck.
hope you don't win. I hope I can do it.
Well, it depends if you can keep your all four wheels on the track.
And also keep my pace as well and keep my consistency.
Well, have you seen what is going to happen with F1 2019?
Nope.
You know the ballast setting in the car's setup?
Yeah, I know balance is gone. It's the stop wheel users being sold.
Yeah. All I can gather from that is all your oversteer, understeer settings now. Then it's all going to be suspension, so we're going to have to use completely different setups. Dragon on speed, still making 4th place, splits the Mercedes.
This is fastest.
Yep, 111.6.
I don't know why you go for the ultras around here, to be honest.
Yeah, that I'm aware of. They don't last very long. I think the guys on the soft tyres are probably the ones with more common sense than others.
Like Colin, the Dragon on speed. The Dragon on speed, this one with the big golden ultras. Collins could be in actually a very good position when he finishes.
Yeah, but the thing is, if Collins and Dragon are going to be the only guys to start on the softs, they could go mediums and go the race distance.
Well, these other guys will do softs, and you have to hope they can get a gap. The ultras on the arse like 4, maybe even 3 laps, and then.
I think I did them before by lap 8. That's when my tyre actually blew up, let alone when the tyre wear kicked in.
I think Collins got was wrong. That was a very bad turning.
I'm just noticing the time difference between the Mercedes. Since AG30 has improved his time, there's about half a tenth that splits the Mercedes pair. I think AG30 needs to get a different kind of compound completely, or another set of ultra softs. You do not want to be starting this race on 4 lap old ultra softs. And in case the drivers don't know, it's not the same kind of compound you start on. It is the physical tyre that you start your qualifying lap on. Yellow in sector 2.
Collins has done quite a few laps on things. No. It's only his first lap. Only on his best time. Go for it again.
I think he's just finished doing his outlap. I think AG30 may be out of fuel.
Yeah, use it with fuel. What I'm seeing from some drivers in Division 2, they take the white, like it's your customary different lines, but also as the Division 1 do, and it surprises me that I think that line's better. Because, I mean, from my experience, the line that Collins is taking will lose you about 3 tenths.
That I'm aware of, even certain parts of the curb, there's only very few places compared to Silverstone that you can actually improve your lap time. I think the curbs around here are a lot harsher than they are at Silverstone. But I still think Arkenheim's a pretty fun track to drive around, although I still prefer I gotta admit, I still prefer the Nürburgring. Not the Nordschleife, God no, but the actual Nürburgring Grand Prix circuit. I think that's one of the funnest tracks I've ever driven.
I mean, I've only played on like other on grid racing games. But by the way, Grid 2019 is being announced. I am very excited for that game. I love the Grid controls.
I am a hermit because of my working lifestyle, so the last bit of gaming news I heard was about 3 months ago, and that Project Cars 3 is starting planning, not development, but planning. So maybe in the next 3 years.
The day after Apple 2019 officially releases, we have to do another 124 hours. Well, that's annoying because I'm getting game 125th this year, and then I want to sweat it. Well, I'll do it.
Wait,
I'm on the lap now.
are you getting Project Cars 2 on the 25th of June?
No, I'm getting 2019. So
Oh,
get the
F1.
Jesus Christ, Connor.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you lost me for a minute.
Yeah, but still, we do have our Le Mans still set for the 29th of June. I think within the next 2 weeks we're going to have a set date for our Indy 500 as well. All of the Division 2 guys are more than welcome to join along. And oh my god, Collins, what's that marker board ever done to you? But Collins actually going second fastest with 113.3.
People on the lap, swapping on the lap,
Yeah, he's gonna need to come in. I don't. He can set one more. No, I don't even think he can set one more lap. He can finish the one he's on, but I wouldn't do 4 laps.
Collins is really shooting himself on the. He dropped what doing 3 up and he wasn't messing it up.
Yeah, he's shooting himself in the foot, but not as much as the Ferrari at the back, who looks like.
In the pits. We have to finish qualifying now, so you're going to finish off. Actually, AJ Surrey and Sock.
Well, he's got off to Collins. Collins is spanned, so that's going to be his run over. But still, with our LMP2 class.
I think AJ Surrey. I'm not sure if AJ Surrey's on new set of voters or if he's still on that 2-1. He is on the 4.
I fear he is going to start on 4-lap old ultra softs. But I just want to say for these guys, if any of you are interested in taking part of our Le Mans 24-hour, we do have a lot of slots available still in LMP2. I think we've got one more slot left in LMP1. The GT cars, half of the lower class cars are gone, and I mean it's going to be a pretty tight grid anyway, because in as Dragon becomes into the pits. For Project Cars 2, we can only have 16 people in an online lobby.
I mean, well, I've gone for LMP.
Yeah. And unless you're aware of, initial testing for me has not been very successful. I keep barrel rolling my car in a straight line. Wait, you don't believe me? I need to send you that video. It's bloody hilarious. Right, by looks like that's qualifying over. We're just gonna wait for Dragon on Speed to retire his car, and that is pole position for Blaze Bulgarian, who picks up the bonus 2 points along with it. I really wonder how this podium is going to play out. I think the main fight for today is going to be between 2nd and 4th place. Actually, I think, yeah, the Blaze Bulgarian does get pole position for Sauber, ahead of Collins 2nd place in Mercedes, Slav King 3rd place for Renault, AG30 for Mercedes, and Dragon Speed at his home Grand Prix starting 5th. I think these guys between 2nd and 5th are going to be locking horns throughout this race. Deranged on his return, you could say, starts P6, not too bad, and ahead of last place Ferrari driver Bradley in 7th. That's qualifying over. We'll see you guys in the race.